Today we are going to speak about the architectural history of Bangalore, Bangalore Pete. 1537. I don't know what is significance of 1537.
Pete was founded in that.
Acha. Nothing to do with any Tipu or something.
No, that is Pete.
For a very short. To make a detailed bio profile of this wonderful lady, and then we'll start.
To everyone,
Good morning.
welcome to this wonderful program. I'm sure you are going to enjoy the program. So I'm here to make a little more detailed, as Ravi said, a little more detailed introduction of our speaker, Yashaswini Sharma. So we are delighted to welcome you, Yashaswini, for this your talk today. Yashaswini Sharma, I would say a blend of rigorous scholarship, that too, along with actual practice. That's, I would say, a rare combination, because I can say that I'm an academic, I'm a rigorous scholar, but I'm not a practitioner. So that way I admire her, because she's not only doing scholarship but also actually putting it into practice. So doctor is a PhD, not a PhD but Doctor of Philosophy. So let me start the introduction, formal introduction. Yashaswini Sharma has a MPhil from the Welsh School of Architecture, Cardiff University, and after that she has been actually, because she wears multiple hats with, I would say, ease. She is an author, she is an academic, researcher, urban historian, conservationist, and of course the founder architect of a very unique firm called the Estate Architects, which specializes in conservation of temples, focusing on temple architecture, historical temple architecture, as well as urban spaces. Urban spaces as well as temple architecture. Right from the I would say particularly, but apart from all of that, she is also, I would say, at the forefront of community-driven conservation initiatives. If I am right, Mantapa, the Western Ganga style of architecture, to 7th century, right? 8th century Egyptians. Because I have a personal connection there. Some of you might be knowing, this whole Devaraja Market Conservation Project was, or rather say, movement, was passionately initiated and I would say fought by my brother Rajachandra, and that's how I got to know Yashaswini, and also indebtedness and gratitude to Dr. Sondhi, Aditya Sondhi, who fought pro bono for this case. I think Dr. Aditya Sondhi deserves a wonderful book. And the early city, I'm sure she's going to say what is the significance of this, which I know, of course, 1537 to 1799. Okay, this is the history of Bangalore city, how it evolved from 1537 to 1799, and the significance of that also she is going to talk about. Once again, and I request all of you to join your hands to welcome Yashaswini Sharma.
Namaskara. One is Manasara, the other one is called Maya Mata. But before we even go to the establishment of Bangalore Pete, we have to take a step back and look at the conditions that favored the seeding of that Pete. What was it that led to the formation of this town in that spot? That is the first question, because this comes about in the 16th century. But Bengaluru is mentioned in the 9th century. So what happened then? And why did Bangalore Pete get established? So these are some of the questions that need answering. So I will talk about several conditions. Now if you look at Bengaluru, I do not know how many of you are very familiar with the Stone Age remains and so on. Now, Stone Age remains alli namge sigodu rock art, dolmens, which are burial sites. You will always have some 4 stones and a capstone and a porthole towards the east. That is the burial stone you find during Stone Age. Adu you will find in Bannerghatta, in Whitefield, in Tumkur and so on. And the images that you see are from Bannerghatta. It is in the conserved area. ಇದನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ನಮಗೆ ರಾಕ್ ಆರ್ಟ್ ಗೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆರೆ ಬೆಟ್ಟ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿತ್ತು. ಗೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆರೆ ಬೆಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕನ್ನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಅಂತ. Now you can't find that ridge because there's an international school sitting on it. And the ridge is gone. I heard about Udaya coming and speaking last. And that is where we get the document from. Because we need evidences to say that this was there. ನಾವು ಕತೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಲೆಜೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬೆಂದ ಕಾಳೂರು ಲೆಜೆಂಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ವೀರಬಲ್ಲಾಳ ಬಂದ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾರಿಗೋ ಕನಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಡಿದ್ದು, ನಿಧಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕತೆಗಳು. ಸ್ಥಳ ಪುರಾಣಗಳಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಸೇ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ, ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ಅಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್, ಫ್ರಮ್ ಆರ್ಕಿಯಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ರಿಮೇನ್ಸ್, ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಯುಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಮೈಸೂರು ಒಡೆಯರ್ಸು ಕಡತ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು, ಅದರಿಂದ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಪಾಳೆಗಾರರಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಟ್ರೆಡಿಷನ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಕಡತಗಳು ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಡು? ಯು ರಿಲೈ ಆನ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಟು ರೀಡ್ ದ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ. ಟೆಲ್ ಮೀ ದಟ್ ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಸೆಟಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ಡ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಸೆಟಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಚುವಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್. ವೆನ್ ಯು ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಎ ಡಾಲ್ಮರ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಚುವಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್. ಯು ಆರ್ ಪೇಯಿಂಗ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಅನ್ ಆನ್ಸೆಸ್ಟರ್. So that means it was an organized settlement. That is about the archaeological. Next to Nimge, there isn't a perennial river. We have Vrishabhavati, but it has to be fed. And it was not perennial. Ivaga, of course, there is requirement was water. And that is what all the dynasties took care of. Starting right from Ganga times. In Ganga times, this place was Gangavadi 96,000 ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಇನ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫ್ 96,000 ಸೆಟಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅದರ ಅರ್ಥ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದಟ್ ಬಿಗ್ ಕಿಂಗ್ಡಮ್. ಆ ಗಂಗಾವಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಬ್ಬಾಳ, ಇಬ್ಲೂರು, ಬೆಳಂದೂರು, ಆಗರಾ ಲೇಕ್ಸ್ ಕವರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗಂಗರ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ 4 ಲೇಕ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇಗೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ Nageshwara and Nagareshwara temples, beautiful temples from 8th century. Now to people who say Bengaluru al nodak enu illa, I'll say please go and see that first. And that is the spot where you find the first Bengaluru inscription. Ali 890 AD, and this we see common era 890 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನ ಕಾಳಗ ಅಂತ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. So it was important enough to be acknowledged, and the Kalaga happened in a place called Bengaluru. So Bengaluru existed in 890, that we know. So this kind of takes away the Benda Kaluru story, because Veeraballala comes much later. So Bengaluru was there. And what were the settlements which are mentioned? Beluru, Dodda Bidarkallu, Manne, Ibluru, Dodda Toguru, Hulimangala, Yelakunte, Kudlu, Hebbala. Manne was the capital of Gangas. Sri Purusha shifted his capital there, Manyapura, which incidentally we have documented for Dr. H.S. Gopal Rao, or on the monograph published Madadru. Very close to Bengaluru, Nirmangala Tatra ide. Even those monuments are not protected. We H.S. Gopal anta Halegannadadalli ide. Halegannada script alli. It is a 750 CE inscription. Mentioning the administration, Pelnagattara was ruling Hebbala. So Hebbala's name comes right from 750, older than Bengaluru. Matte Perpolna Nadu 30 anta ide. Andre it is administrative center for 30 settlements. ಆ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ರಟ್ಟವಾಡಿ ಕೂಚಿ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಕೂಟ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟೀಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಲ್. And they defended the village, and a person called Kittaya passed away defending the village, and they won. So ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಆ ಒಂದು ಕಲ್ಲನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ಈ ಇನ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ವಾಸ್ it was in the ground, and nobody knew the inscription existed. It is not even recorded in Epigraphia Karnataka. So it was found in 2018 when road works were happening, and of course the entire team got together and conserved it. So how Binnamangala, Rajendra Chola came in. Now if I say Binnamangala, nobody will recognize. But if I say Whitefield, it's very posh. And everyone will know what place that I'm talking about. So that is where he entered from. ನಿಮಗೆ ಲೋಕನಾಥ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ, ಸೂರ್ಯನಾರಾಯಣ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. That is all from that time. You get inscriptions also from that time. Inscriptions. Again lakes get added. ಬೇಗೂರು ಲೇಕ್ ಇದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಪತಂತೂರು. ಈ ಇನ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಂದಾಗಿ ಪತಂತೂರು ಲೇಕ್ ಸೇವ್ ಆಯಿತು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಕೋರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ. Because people were about to close the lake and develop river bank of Dakshina Pinakini. So that inscription saved that lake. Coming to the next Hoysala period. Now Hoysalas came from an agrarian community and they built extensively. They made settlements extensively, they made lakes extensively. And you can see the number of lakes that have come up at that time. Jeernoddhara ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು, establish ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. So the lake network or water conservation starts happening then. In rainwater harvesting starts happening then for Bangalore and surrounding areas right from Hoysala times. And so many settlements, you can see the burst of settlements. ವಿಜಯನಗರ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಮುಂಚೆ ಒಂದು ಚೋಳ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ವಿಕ್ರಮ ಚೋಳ ಮಂಡಲಂ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಇದು ಒಂದು ಸೆಟಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಅಗೇನ್ ಸಮ್ ಲೇಕ್ಸ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಆಡೆಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೆಂಪೇಗೌಡಸ್ ಟೆರಿಟರಿ. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಅಂಡ್ ಸಮ್ ಅದರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ವರ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಗವರ್ನೆನ್ಸ್. ನಾವು ಗವರ್ನೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ this is a sum total of all the settlements and lakes which existed, right from 500, 550 AD, 800 Uluru inscription, which is there in the Beguru temple complex. Inscription for which the Ganga Mandapa was designed. Now this is a crowd-funded initiative, I would like to say. I was talking about administration. Right from Ganga and Chola times, there was a system of administration. Ivaga Maharaja doesn't do everything. He has got a team, and they put together talented people for it. Ivaga Samrata Chakravarti Maharajana ಕೆಳಗೆ ಯುವರಾಜ ಇರ್ತಿದ್ದ. ಮಹಾಮಾಂಡಲಿಕ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಯಲಹಂಕ ನಾಡಪ್ರಭುದು ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟಿವ್ ಟೆರಿಟರಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನ ಸೆಟಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಏನಿತ್ತು? You have a district, you have a principality to govern. Why are you undertaking an investment which is risky? So what were the conditions that favored it? One of the conditions is that this was the spot is bang in the center of the peninsular India. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ರೂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ರಾಮೇಶ್ವರದಿಂದ ಮಂಗಳೂರುವರೆಗೆ ಹೋಗೋದು, ಸದರ್ನ್ ಚೋಳ ಹೈವೇ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ 2 places. The old airport and in Yeshwanthpur, dating to first AD, Augustus and Tiberius time. So avaginda we had international trade in Bangalore, not just now. So money passes through the city because it is an economic lifeline, passes through Bangalore. So this settled down and there are traders around. Now there is also another thing which is giving security for trade. ಅದು ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಗಿರಿದುರ್ಗಗಳು. ಗಿರಿದುರ್ಗಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹಿಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೌಂಟನ್ ಫೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಅಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಸಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಪೇಟೆ ಅಂಡ್ ಕೋಟೆ, ದ ಬೌಂಡ್ ಹೆಡ್ಜ್, ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಗಿರಿದುರ್ಗಾಸ್. ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈಟ್. Now what was probably happening over here was that the administrator was not collecting tax. They were trading and they were going. So this man tapped it. So that is what he did. By establishing the payday and getting all these settlers together. ಹಳೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಕೊಡಿಗೆಹಳ್ಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹತ್ರ ಇದ್ದಿರಬಹುದು ಅಂತ BL Rice ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದು ಕೆಲವು ಜಿಜ್ಞಾಸೆ ಇದೆ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರವರ್ಷಿಯಲ್. ಸಮ್ ಸೇ ಇಟ್ ಮೈ ಬಿ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಸದರ್ನ್ ಬೇಗೂರು ಅಂತಾರೆ. So these were the reasons why Kempegowda chose that spot, and it was an intelligent decision to establish a payday there. A payday is a market town, so he is very clear about what he is doing there. He is going to trade and he is going to collect tax. And the emperor gives him permission. He also gives him 50,000 varahas to start the building of this Pete. Now we come to how the Pete was built according to Indian national knowledge systems. ಸೊ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಪೇಟೆಯನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ನನಗೆ ಕುತೂಹಲ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯೂರಿಯಾಸಿಟಿ ಕೇಮ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ನಾರ್ತ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ಟು ಸೌತ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ವೇರ್ ಮೈ ಆಲ್ಮಾ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಲೊಕೇಟೆಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ PMS ಕಾಲೇಜ್, and I used to pass through these narrow roads and get stuck there invariably. And the character of the city used to change. It was more commercial towards the north, and it was more Mysorean towards Basanagudi. And Madhyadalli trade, people were walking and trading without a break. So what is the kind of settlement that encourages this kind of behavior? And why is the architectural language changing? So these questions started during my BArch studies, and I took it further in my research. This map that you see was drawn by Robert Hoe during the Third Mysore War, 1791 ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದೇ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ದೇರ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ವೆಲ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೌ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ಸ್ ಕೇಮ್ ಅಬೌಟ್. ನಾವು ವಿ ಡಿಡ್ಂಟ್ ಡು ಕಾರ್ಟೋಗ್ರಾಫಿಕ್ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್. ಮೈಸೂರಿನ ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ರಸ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ ಟ್ರೆಡಿಷನಲ್ ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So now we come to the town planning aspect. Now Etruscan and Indian methods have the same kind of starting a sacred ritual before before we build our house we do a gudli ಪೂಜೆ ಎಲ್ಲ. ಟೌನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಆ ಎತ್ತುಗಳನ್ನ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಚಂದ್ರ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎತ್ತು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಹೊಯ್ಸಳ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ಕೋಲಾರ್. ಆಯಾ ಲಕ್ಷಣತೆ ಎತ್ತನ್ನ ಬೇರೆ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಫಾರ್ ಡಿಮಾರ್ಕೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಏರಿಯಾ. So temple architecture of course is different. It follows a different process altogether. This entire elliptical 1:2 ratio which is mentioned in Shilpa Shastras as well as a good proportion of buildings. Narrower. These wider streets they cut across. This kind of planning is called a Kartari Dandaka plan. It's a cross axial plan. And this Pete, it has got all classes of people inside. So it corresponds to a typology called Nigama specified in Manasara and Mayamata for trading certain goods in the market area. ನೀವು bazaar for salt and fabrics ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಉಪ್ಪಾರಪೇಟೆ ಸಿಗೋದು ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ನಾರ್ತ್ ಇಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯುಲ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಅಕ್ಕಿಪೇಟೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಗೇನ್ ನಾರ್ತ್ ಸೌತ್ ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಬಜಾರ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕ್ಲಾತ್ ಮರ್ಚೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೇರ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅರಳೆಪೇಟೆ ಆರ್ ಕಾಟನ್ ಪೇಟೆ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋನ್ ನೌ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ಮಂಡಲದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಮಂಡಲಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟೂ ಮಚ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಪ್ರಪೋಸ್ಡ್ and it's not something that is there in any inscription, right? So this is one aspect. You can see 3 tanks also over here, and if you look closely there are 2 fortifications. One is an outer fortification and you have an internal fortification. Adra madhya idu soap nut hedge, thorny bushes, part of your defense. So ನಾವಿವಾಗ ತುಂಬಾ was the water supply for the north western sector. ಈ ಮ್ಯಾಪಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸಲ್ಲ, ಸಂಪಂಗಿ ಕೆರೆ ಈ ಕಡೆಗಿದೆ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. That used to supply water to the eastern sector. Now Rice in his Mysore Gazetteer, he says water was laid on streets and people would actually take the water in square troughs. The ಕೆರೆ ಟು ಕೆರೆ ಲಿಂಕಿಂಗ್. ಸೌತ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿದ್ದಿ ಕಟ್ಟೆ ಇದೆ, ಸಿದ್ದಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವರ್ ದ ಲೇಕ್ಸ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ? Besides water supply, you see a blue line around the Pete. Adu Kandka. That is a moat. Well, around around the Pete, which continued around the fort later on. So water was also part of defense of the Raj Kaluways or the stormwater drains. And you see the gradient is more higher on the upper side. So the placement of Pete is done very, very intelligently. That way now. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ 8 ದ್ವಾರಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, we have 8 gates here. 8 gates and 4 sewage openings ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. The sewerage of Bengaluru Pete was collected and taken away 3 miles south of Bengaluru Pete to Sunkal Kere. Ali they would apply the base, the night soil, to agricultural fields. Closed loop systems. About how we do waste management. That kind of common sense and intelligence existed right back then. We lost it somewhere in between. That is the only thing. As I said, these are the north-south axis and east-west axis. ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಸ್ಟ್-ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಹಲ್ಸೂರು ಗೇಟ್ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾರ್ತ್-ಸೌತ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ನೌ ದ ಅವೆನ್ಯೂ ರೋಡ್, ಯಲಹಂಕ ಗೇಟ್ ಟು ಆನೇಕಲ್ ಗೇಟ್. ಆ ಒಂದು ಗೇಟ್ದು ಹೆಸರುಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಪ್ರದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ಹೋಗಿ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಅದೇ ಸರ್ ಪೆನ್ಷನ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಹಿಮ್ ಅ ಗಂಗಡ್ಕರ್ ಒಕ್ಕಲಿಗ, ಬಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ತೆಲುಗು ಮೊರ್ಸು ಒಕ್ಕಲಿಗ. ಐ ಮೆಟ್ ಸಂಬಡಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ನಾವು the south gates, the Anekal, Mysore gate, all of this, some of the gates that are mentioned, Anekal, ಈ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ತಾಯಾದಿಗಳಿದ್ರು as Palegars. So I think the networking may have worked out very well, even in terms of defense and strategy. The other you find is that Chickpete Square. In Chickpete Square alli, we find Shiv Bharat, which is a biography of Shivaji. When he came, he describes Bengaluru as well. Water was used not just for drinking, for defense, but also for pleasure. And they mention peacocks as well. I'll just show the description from Shiv Bharat by Parmanand little later. That gives us a little bit more clue on how Pete was run. Now there was a discussion, historians and archaeologists, that Kempegowda's palace was not in the Pete, but it was in the Kote, and the Kote existed before. There may have been a armed encampment. There may have been a small fortification. But Kempegowda's palace and subsequently Shahaji's palace were in the Pete ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ನಮಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. The palace, the turrets of the palace had flags on them. So they are very clear that it is inside the Pete. From the center of the settlement. And that is where you find this Mohan building in Chickpete area. That was probably where the palace was. Even Fazlul Hasan mentions Anand Sweets or something. That was actually a shop within that Mohan building. That Mohan building still exists. About like 5 miles circumference. This is Halsuru gate.
Okay.
It is not Halsuru. Halsuru is somewhere on the top there, north.
So what
ಯೂಶಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ಇದ್ರೆ ಟೌನಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದು ಟೌನಿಂದ ಆಚೆ ಇರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಮೈಸೂರು ಫೋರ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಚಾಮುಂಡಿ ಹಿಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ದೇ ವುಡ್ ಲೀವ್ ದಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ನೀಡೆಡ್ ದಟ್ ಮಚ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕಾಂಗ್ರಿಗೇಷನ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣಿಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು, ಮತ್ತು ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಸ್ನು ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ಟು ದ ಟೆಂಪಲ್. ನಾವು ವೈ ದೇ ಡಿಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ದೇ ಡಿಡ್ ವಾಸ್, ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಊರಿಗೆ ಮಹಾಮಾರಿ ಬಂದರೆ, ಸಮ್ ಡಿಸೀಸಸ್, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಲೀವ್ ದಟ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗೋ ಸಮ್ವೇರ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಯರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಲ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಸಮ್ವೇರ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್. ವೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಶೆಲ್ಟರ್? ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ದಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿವ್, ಅ ಬಿಗ್ ಟೆಂಪಲ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಒನ್ reason why kings and queens patronized these sacred spaces. One was, of course, it created great amount of employment and industry. Second was it doubled up as this emergency response system, because the food was always available, water was always available. These two things were very important. Incidentally, the British also took refuge there after the Third Mysore War. This ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಹಲ್ಸೂರು ಸೋಮೇಶ್ವರ ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್. ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ರಂಗನಾಥ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ರಂಗನಾಥ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೋಮ್ ಟು ದ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೆಂಪೇಗೌಡ ಡೈನಾಸ್ಟಿ. ಇಮ್ಮಡಿ ಕೆಂಪೇಗೌಡನ ಇನ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ತೆಲುಗು. So it talks about donations for the temple. So that came about during that time ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮಗೆ ಕಾಯಮಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ. That temple also came up in similar times. The rest of this gates ಹತ್ರನೇ ಇದೆ. ಕೋಟೆ ಆಂಜನೇಯ, ಮಾರಮ್ಮ of course came later on after small pox. ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಬಂದರೆ ಅಮ್ಮನ ಒಂದು ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ಮಾಡೋದು ಪದ್ಧತಿ. ಪ್ಲೇಗ್ ಅಮ್ಮನೂ ಇದೆ ಒಂದು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಲಾಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಮ್ಮ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ಸ್ around this.
Why was it Amma?
Chamundeshwari is supposed to be on one of those volcanic fissures. So that is why she is located there. And she's that is southeast also. That's the Agni Athara. So when we did the concept proposal for Chamundi,
Mention all of your achievements.
so then we found out these things, the location and the distance and all that stuff. Urban historian who has proposed a way to read an old town and a new town, Kevin Lynch ಅಂತ, boundary, paths, districts, landmarks, notes, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅರ್ಬನ್ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಕಿಪ್ಪಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಟಾಕ್. ಐ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸೇ ದಟ್ ದ ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ ಆರ್ ಎಡ್ಜಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫೋರ್ಟ್ ಜಾಮಾ ಮಸ್ಜಿದ್. ಅದು ಒಂದು 10 feet by 10 feet ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಥರ ಇತ್ತು. ಈಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅದನ್ನು ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. It's a very nice mosque. It is there towards Nagarat Pete. So that is the first mosque to come about. So that was 17th century, 1687 to 90. ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಘಲ್ ಆಕ್ಯುಪೇಷನ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕದೇವರಾಜ ಒಡೆಯರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಫಾರ್ 3 lakh. So basically it is owned by the Wadiyars. So this image actually shows us the fort of the Pete, built in stone, etc. I and Dr. Aroni, we have a problem accepting that, because most of the forts that came about in 16th century, because cannon fire had already come in, they were built in stone, and it's very Shiv Bharatalli ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, the big tanks, massive fort gears, strong fort walls, ಹೌಸಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಪೀಕಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದು ಅನುವಾದ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಮರಾಠಿಯಿಂದ. ಸಮನ್ ಮೇ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ದ ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಮರಾಠ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೇ ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ಆರ್ ರಾಂಗ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ಲೆಂಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಪೀಕಾಕ್ಸ್, ಪ್ಲೆಂಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಪಿಜನ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಟೆಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಪೇಟೆಸ್ ದಟ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಹಿಸ್ಟಾರಿಕಲಿ. ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮ್ 20 odd ಪೇಟೆಸ್. ಐ ಹರ್ಡ್ ಅ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್, ಸಮ್ಮನ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ 64 ಪೇಟೆಸ್, 64 ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ದಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ರೈಟ್. ಅಕ್ಕಿಪೇಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ರೈಸ್ ಮರ್ಚೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅರಳೆಪೇಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಟನ್ ಮರ್ಚೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಕಾಟನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎನಿ ಅದರ್ ಕ್ಲಾತ್, ಇವನ್ ಸಿಲ್ಕ್. ಗಾಣಿಗರ ಪೇಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಗಾಣಿಗರು ಇರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗಲೂ ಒಂದು ಕಾರಣನೂ ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ದೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ದ ಆಯಿಲ್. ಸೊ ಹೀಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸುಮಾರು ಪೇಟೆಗಳು ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ. ಇದರ ತಿಗಳರ ಪೇಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಗಳಾಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. And their temple, now this neighborhood was organized around the sacred space for that community. So ಅವರ ಆರಾಧ್ಯತೆಯವರು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಧರ್ಮರಾಯ, ಯುಧಿಷ್ಠಿರ. And Bengaluru Karaga is very famous as city festival. Now I was wondering why the city festival is associated with that particular community. Then I got to know Tigalas were maintaining the water supply and horticulture of Bengaluru. So of course they were the most important and they are celebrated. And what did they do? ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಪೇಟೆನ ನಿಮಗೆ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಪೇಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಒಂದು ರೋಡ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ದ ಮಂಗಳ ವೀಥಿ ಇನ್ ಶಿಲ್ಪಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ. ಸೊ ಎನಿ ಕರ್ಗಾ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಷನ್ ಆರ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ starts at the temple, but it goes to these gates. The temples at these gates, there's a small pond which is left next to Kandirava Stadium just for that ritual. So they would carry that in the Karaga and go around, some sort of living together by continuing the tradition. If you ask the stories, then Dharmaraya temple people will say that this Karaga has to go over there. It is a request of Tawakkal Mastan. If you ask at Tawakkal Mastan Dargah, he will say Karaga stopped over here, and when Tawakkal Mastan went over there, it started moving. Akinda ಅವರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಂತೆ. So during Karaga. So they were born to defend Draupadi.
What is the cause?
Many things, among them social reform as well. Like he got rid of the practice of, amputating the finger of the unmarried girl and all those things. Yeah. So that practice was there in one community.
Amputating the finger.
Finger. Some say toe, some say finger.
Of the unmarried girl.
Unmarried.
Not her fault.
So he kind of in some communities. Nalbadi again abolishes it in some communities. Watchtowers of Bengaluru are actually built by him, Immadi Kempegowda. So he establishes the second round of defense, right? But usually everything gets attributed to one Kempegowda. That is a little straight. Now this Immadi Kempegowda, after he loses Pete, establishes Magadi. I'll show you a little detail about Magadi because we are doing that project presently. We started, the conservation of Magadi Fort has started just last week after say 7 years of our effort. This is Avenue Road from 1850s when cameras came about. This is also part of British. ಯಾವ ಥರ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಜಗಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಂಗಡಿಗಳ ಮುಂದೆನೂ ಇರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಅದರ ಹಿಂದೆ that shopkeeper used to sit ensconced by all his wares and the person wouldn't purchase immediately. They would sit down, talk about whatever, during the day. ಉಭಯ ಕುಶಲೋಪರಿ ಅಂತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. So that used to be a conversation, not just a purchase, and people knew each other. And the way it was designed is the shop was the outer front of the house. A house, some of the houses have larger courtyard, some don't. But those were the internal social spaces. And they open onto the secondary and tertiary streets. They did not open to the main streets. Main streets are commercial streets. Ivaga Nagartapete. Ee kade Nagartapete idre aa kade Deshatapete. That's residential. So that kind of thing was there. But it was a mixed use. So there was a French. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಇದು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಮಿಕ್ಸಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್. Go to the oldest part. It's a mixed use development and it worked. Because the bigger streets used to carry the carts and all that. The secondary streets, tertiary streets were not built for vehicles. They were built for people. Science have come up through research, through decades of research, rather, how the social spaces were bifurcated from commercial spaces. So these are some of the interesting facts. Now zoning ಅನ್ನು ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಡಾಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ, when we started doing master planning according to modern urban town plan. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ BR-ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಕಿಟೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಕೋರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಗೆಡಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಾದರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಟೌನ್ ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೈವೇಸ್ ಸೀಮ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಶೆಲ್ಟರ್ಸು, ಯಾರ್ವಟಿಕೆಗಳು, ಕ್ಲಿನಿಕ್ಗಳು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಷನರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ, very designated spots in Pete. But one of the stories that you read, especially about plastic surgery and the like, from Tipu's time, other surgeries, they were associated with blacksmiths. Blacksmiths knew how to do it. And probably the Agraharas used to have Ayurvedic pandits.
Agrahara was also educational center.
Yeah. There are several Agraharas, Chaturvedic Mangalams around the Pete as well. So they may have lived over there. But idu obru panditra mane anta torsa tara yavudu documentation ನಾನು ಓದಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ. So I don't want to speculate and say whether they were priests, whether they were teachers. I don't know. And I can't speculate. I can only tell you that, okay, this community lived over there. Ashtene. So there are some Garadi manes as well. Chikpete in the Ikkadege. Wrestling. By British historians. So we do know that blacksmiths used to do that. ಅವರು ತುಪ್ಪನೂ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಂತೆ ಡಿಸ್ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ So what they would do is they would take a skin from your forehead, right, and they would build up the broken nose and they would attach it to the nose and they would apply ghee and everything and pack it up. That is what is described. And the same thing came into practice in rhinoplasty. So the Institute of Plastic Surgeons has this story documented. So these things are we know. ಬಟ್ ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರಾಬಬ್ಲಿ ಮುತ್ಯಾಲಪೇಟೆ
ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್, ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಸಿಟಿ,
ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಥರ. ಅಲೋಪತಿ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಆಯುರ್ವೇದಿಕ್ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟೇ ಇರ್ತಿದ್ದು. ನಮಗೆ ವಿ ನೋ ದಟ್ ಸರ್ಜರಿ ವಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಸುಶ್ರುತ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ರಿಟನ್ ಅ ಸಂಹಿತ which is replicated by IIT Kharagpur scientists that finds its origin in Atharvana Veda. And all the Shilpa Shastras have the same core but with regional variation. That is what I found. I did not want to get into too much of a lecture. That is why I did not mention all that.
Every house a doctor.
ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಫ್ಲಾಟ್ ಥ್ಯಾಚ್ಡ್ ರೂಫ್ಸ್, ವಾಚ್ ಟವರ್ಸ್, ದ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಭೋಗನಂದೀಶ್ವರದಲ್ಲೂ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದ ಒಳಗೇನೆ. ದೇ ವುಡ್ ಪುಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಓವರ್ ದೇರ್ ಟು ಸೇ ನಾವು ಹಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಂಗೀನ್ ಜಾಮಾ ಮಸ್ಜಿದ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಈ 4 ಪಿಲ್ಲರ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಮಾಸ್ಕ್. ಮೇನ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇನೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದು. ದೊಡ್ಡಪೇಟೆ
ಮಸ್ಜಿದ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಹೈದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಜುಮ್ಮಾ ಮಸ್ಜಿದ್. ಜುಮ್ಮಾ ಮಸ್ಜಿದ್ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹಳೇದಿದ್ದು. ಇದು ಕಾಡು ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ರೂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಕರ್ಗ ರೂಟ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವ ಯಾವ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಕರ್ಗದ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೇ ಓದಬೇಕು ಅಂತಾರೆ ಸ್ಮೃತಿ ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ್ ಒಂದು ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಕೆಂಪೇಗೌಡ ಟವರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಕರೀತಾರೆ, ವಾಚ್ ಟವರ್ಸ್. ಅದನ್ನ ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ ಟವರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ಅದು ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ ಟವರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅ ಲೇಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಫೆನ್ಸ್. ಒಂದು ಹಿಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಹಿಲ್ಲಾಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗಿರಿದುರ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ವಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ವಿಜಯನಗರ ಅಚ್ಯುತರಾಯ ಲೇಟರ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಸಕ್ಸೆಸರ್ಸ್. ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಈ ಫಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ ತಾಳಿಕೋಟ. ಸೊ ಆ ಬ್ಯಾಟಲ್ ಆದ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ರಿಲೀಸೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ರೆಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. Even after the battle remained loyal. Probably that Tankacharya was a misadventure by him. That is what you can say. But later on he also converts to Shaivism and starts patronizing Someshwara temple. I just want to show you the pillar typologies. Ranganatha Swamiyalli hegide anta. Now I won't go too much into detail. Composite ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಮುಂದೆ ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಪಿಲ್ಲರ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕಾಲಮ್ನೆಟ್ ಅಡಿಷನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಯು ಫೈಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯ ಬೆಲ್ಟ್, ಇವನ್ ಇನ್ ಸದರ್ನ್ ಇನ್ ತಮಿಳ್ನಾಡು ದ್ರಾವಿಡ ಟೈಪಾಲಜೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಹಲ್ಸೂರ್ ಸೋಮೇಶ್ವರ. ವಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಸಿ ಇನ್ ರಂಗನಾಥ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಶೋಯಿಂಗ್ ದೋಸ್ ಟು earlier because that is prior to establishment of the fort. Now this painting by Home again shows you the fort of Bengaluru from the purchase of Bengaluru Pete from Mughals. So we know that he built it and some later additions of Osprey etc. were done. ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಶ್ರೀ ವೈಷ್ಣವೈಟ್ ವರ್ಷಿಪ್ ನ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್ವರನ ವರ್ಷಿಪ್ ಟ್ರೆಡಿಷನ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ವಿ ವರ್ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ವೆಂಕಟರಮಣ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರೋಬೋನೋ ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಟಿವ್. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸಂರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಫರ್ಮ್ದು ಒಂದು ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನೆವರ್ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟೆಡ್ and started analyzing it. ದುರ್ಗಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ಟೈಪಾಲಜಿ ಇದೆ. ಸೌತ್ ವೆಸ್ಟ್ was the west, you will find the palace ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ, you will find the palace right there. It was kind of see this. So that is another fact for us to say that yeah, he built it up. Now of course there are too many additions within the enclosure. Sadly, the pillars are in cages, in metal cages. I hope the additional structures built around it now. The reason I am showing this is this also followed the rules of Shilpa Shastra. Kote showing the Postere and the Kandaka. But in one of the documents, palace documents, palace secretary the document, even Vishweshwarya has done a survey along with him. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 4 feet height ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫೋರ್ಟ್ ವಾಲ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So there is another suggestion written down by them, saying that why can't we use this for convalescence of patients, a walking path for patients ಅಂತ. ಇವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿರೋದು ಇಷ್ಟೇನೆ. ನಾರ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಕೋಟೆದು ಗೇಟ್, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 1/3 of the fort. It was such a strong fort and everyone was vying for it. Marathas wanted it, Hyderabad Nizam wanted it, the British wanted it, because everyone was eyeing this particular landscape. Tipu Palace to Fort Gate, these are some of the historical paintings, street going towards Tipu's palace. So fort ಒಳಗಿನ view ಇದು. It was built after Shiva ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ಒಂದು ಅವನ ಬಂಗಲೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೈದರಲ್ಲಿ ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ವಾಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಲಾಲ್ ಬಾಗ್ ದೆನ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ಲಿ they too much into detail because the subject of today's lecture was the Pete design, the coating limit as well. Later on, cantonment is developed. We have got Kaban Park acting as a buffer and use extent and where Bangalore is situated. Malleshwaram Baswangudi ಇದನ್ನು ವಾಣಿ ವಿಲಾಸ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. ಇದರಲ್ಲೂ ನಮಗೆ ಶಿಲ್ಪಶಾಸ್ತ್ರದ ಒಂದು ಮಂಡಲ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಐ ಎಂಡ್ ಮೈ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಶೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಯು the north-south axis Avenue Road, which continues to dictate how Bengaluru is formed. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಪೇಟೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕೋಟೆ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ವಾಸ್ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಬೈ ಇಮ್ಮಡಿ ಕೆಂಪೇಗೌಡ ಅಂತ. ರಾಮಗಿರಿಯಲ್ಲೂ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ಕೆಂಪೇಗೌಡ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು, ಬಟ್ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ನೌ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ಸಮ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಫುಟ್ ಹಿಲ್ಸ್. Preserving the landscape there, because once I said it was built by Kempegowda, everyone said yes, it should be restored.
Worshipping.
There's Bire Deva and Guru Baire Deva.
Oh.
Bireshwara is Kuruba. There are 2 Bireshwara temples, one near Sampangi Kere and one in Benson town. So Kuruba community also existed, but Kurubara Pete anta ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Skill development. They were not illiterate. Namge, we have inscriptions from 10th century which say that this lady is a scholar who has learned all the Shastras. That inscription is there in, Venkatappa Gallery.
Ma'am, you mentioned 2, one is Nadaprabhu and one is Immadi. What was the timeline when they say?
15 ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಕೆಂಪೇಗೌಡ won, his rule is over. He passes away. This man rules for about 80 years ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Probably was a child when he came to the seat. Probably one senior child or someone passed away or something. There are some, Kempegowda is also known for his patronage. ಮಾಗಡಿಯ ಸೋಮೇಶ್ವರ ಟೆಂಪಲ್, ಶಿವಗಂಗೆ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೋದು ಅವರ ಕಾಲಾವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. They are all stationed in Magadi.
Ramgarh Kempegowda.
Ramgada. Ramgiri.
Ramgiri.
That is founder.
The original.
Yeah.
Being made to preserve this history.
One thing is
it going to disappear after a while?
some of it I hope will persist for another 1,000 years. We have inscription stones doing that. We have temples doing that.
No. What are they?
Like I would start from what Udaya is doing, Udaya and team. What they are doing is digitizing all these inscriptions. We have elections ಎಲ್ಲ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅವಾಗ ಡಿಗ್ಗಿಂಗ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ಆದರೆ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರು, ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ನಮ್ಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸಿ. ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಟು take a print, do an estamp page, document it in architecture, archaeological, through Archaeological Survey of India or the state archaeology, and that stays there. Dissemination of knowledge, which we were very keen on.
Of a particular high quality architecture. But the Hoysala
Hoysala type of pillars are all what they call as lathe.
Those are not Hoysala.
No, I know.
Mhm.
But could you tell us at least what was being done during the Hoysala time for those pillars? Were they really lathe turned or were they chiseled or how was it done?
They were lathe turned, they were vertical lathes. So what they would do is, see, these are not Hoysala pillars by the way, they're Chalukyan pillars, which were adopted by Hoysalas.
How were they documented? Because those.
Incidentally, amazing collection. It's got an amazing update and upgrade yourself constantly.
ಸರ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್
ನನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥಸಾಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಶಿಲ್ಪಕಲಾ ವಿಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ರಿಟೈರ್ಡ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಶಿಲ್ಪಕಲಾ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷನಾಗಿದ್ದೆ ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಶಿಲ್ಪಶಾಸ್ತ್ರದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಆರ್ಕಿಟೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೆಥಕಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ಕಿಟೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈ ತುಮಕೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಜಗಣಾಚಾರ್ಯ ಒಂದು ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಜಗಣಾಚಾರ್ಯನ ಒಬ್ಬ ಕಾಲ್ಪನಿಕ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಅಂತ ಸುಮಾರು ಜನ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರಹಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರುವಂತ ಒಂದೆರಡು ಏನಾದ್ರು ಅವ್ರು ಇದ್ರು ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಬೆಳಕು ಚೆಲ್ಬೋದಾ? ದಕ್ಷಿಣಾಚಾರಿ, ಡಂಕಣಾಚಾರಿ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು.
ಡಂಕಣ ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಸ್ಕಲ್ಪ್ಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ಮಲ್ಲಿತಮ್ಮ.
ಮಲ್ಲಿತಮ್ಮ
ಅವನು ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ ವಿಂಡೋ ಇಂಟು ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಬೈ ಇನ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬಿಂಗ್ ದ ನೇಮ್ಸ್ ಬಿಲೋ ದ ಸ್ಕಲ್ಪ್ಚರ್ಸ್. ಡ ಅಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ ತುರುವೇಕೆರೆ ಮೂಲೆ ಶಂಕರೇಶ್ವರಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಹೋಗಿದ್ರೆ ಕೆಳಗೆ all the sculptures' names are documented and published.
You ask your question.
Okay, I'll ask my question, then I'll send. Okay. Since we're talking about Hoysala architecture, I just thought of mentioning your another project which you are doing with your professor.
Yes.
Creating rather building
Yes.
a Hoysala style temple in near Kolar in Venkatapura.
Yeah, Venkatapurದಲ್ಲಿ we are designing it. It will be twice the size of Deru. We're using only traditional methods of construction, no cement, pure stone, and ಅದರ ಗರ್ಭಗುಡಿನೇ ಒಂದು 60 ಅಡಿ ಇದೆ. but how it was composed together. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ನೀವು ಶಿಲ್ಪಕಲೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ರಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಕೂಟ ಮತ್ತು ಶಾಲೆಯನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೇಗೆ ಅವ್ರು ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಹೇಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಇದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಅವರ ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಭೂಮಿ ಪೂಜಾ ವಾಸ್ ಡನ್ ವೇ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಇನ್ 2012.
And I must mention here that we organize talks on very diverse subjects. And even if 4 people find it interesting, we are very happy that it has met some people's core interest. So our next subject will be a talk on Dasara Sahitya. I hope that will also be interesting to several other people. And I once again thank Yashashwini Gupta reminded me that yesterday Janaki passed away in Mysore Apollo Hospital. So I think she was a great artist. We must do a condolence meeting for 1 minute. I request all of you to stand up.